Welcome back. So Kabi Wa Jesus is in an interview with Oga with his wife Kabi Wa Jesus, and they were talking about a few things. First of all, the genesis of their relationship. He was very clear that he did not steal Millie from his friend. Millie was actually dating, rather in a relationship with a very close friend of his. Fast forward, after they broke up is when they got into a relationship together. And he says this transpired around 2013, after he had found, turned over a new leaf. He had stopped drug abuse. He had gotten saved, and he was just living. And he says very specifically how Millie was pursuing him, and how she would comment on his pictures on Facebook, on how she would DM him and encourage him as he was walking in the faith. And it's such a cute love story. However, he did not stop there. Some of us would have looked at it weird if he stopped there, because you're like, why are you painting your wife as the person who pursued you? But no, he actually went further on and declared a few things. Like, number one, he will never cheat on his wife. And he says that the temptations have been there. People have been DMing and sliding into Kabi Wa Jesus' DMs looking for some. And he says he kindly rebukes them with the word of God and says, depart from that. But there's something he also said that actually struck out a little bit. He said, for him, it's not cheating. When somebody approaches him and shows some interest, it's not cheating, it's more of a setup. So I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean? So anytime like somebody approaches him in the DMs and shows a little bit of interest, he rebukes them, because he's a married man, and he says his purpose is his marriage, and he's very committed to being with his wife. But also at the same time, anytime that kind of thing happens, it feels like a setup. So that was my takeaway from all of it. I was just like, okay, but let's not forget that this man had a whole child with his cousin. As in, let's just not gloss over the fact that he had a whole, relative. It's just confusing. There's a lot of British royalty theme going on in that
Keep
family.
it in the family.
Exactly. But it's good to see him talking positively about their marriage.
Yeah, I mean, here's the unfortunate truth. I don't like it when men make you look like you're a simp. Even women can be simps.
Exactly.
It makes you look like a simp. Like, I was a trash person. I had just come off this horrible thing that I've been doing, drugs and whatever. Like, I'd been living like I was on a full-on bender. And then this woman saw me and she nursed me back to health. Are you a bird? Excuse us. I feel like it just makes the woman seem so...
She was more invested than he was.
Yeah, there's a level of desperation that like screams from every time someone says that. It's given the same energy as, like, remember the guy who said, oh, the wife tried to catch him in the act, and then he still took the girl and went to the club with the
comedian pastor.
Yes, the comedian guy. It's kind of giving the same energy of like your wife will stand beside you regardless of what you're doing. But hey, that's just my opinion. I really don't know what happens in your homes. That's entirely up to you, because I probably have done the same thing in a different way. So maybe I am pointing a finger and three are pointing back at me. It is what it is. However, it's also still cool to see a man, really trying to defend his wife and really trying to show the progress in their relationship and how far they've come from. In a nice, weird way, it's a good thing, I guess, for them. We don't really ever see their love story like in 4K, so this was a good thing to see, that he was very clear about his stance. But yeah, why is he being entrapped, and by who? Who is this trapping him on the DMs?
But like if you compare with other Christian content creators, who are we comparing them to? DJ Mo and Size 8. Theirs looks like paradise. It looks like they communicate. We've actually seen it on their YouTube channel where, she calls him and she's like, you're being narcissistic. We can see that they do put in an effort, with being together. Consciously doing date nights. I remember that tent thing they had in their backyard. As in, they really put in the work when it comes to the both of them. But there's this glaring red flags that are usually there.
Like, you get glimpses of like a problem. Like, I don't know, it just feels... Anyway, to each their own, I suppose. And as we say here on the show many times, everyone in any relationship is an adult. No one is forcing you to be there. You're choosing to stay. So obviously, regardless of what it looks like, the optics out here, it is what it is. You guys are happy, do you? And I'm actually happy to see him actually speaking about her in a good light and not demystifying her or diminishing her power and her ground. Also, I'm just curious, Millie, why aren't you telling us about all the guys in your DMs? Because
She did.
that girl is fire. Like she's hot.
She's a hot
If you
girl.
compare the two people in the relationship, she is clearly
But if you watch the
the
whole
good-looking
interview,
person
you
there.
actually get to see the yin and yang.
Yes.
Because he's coming to blah, 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 and then she was like, "Me, I still speak to my 3 exes." I'm like, what?
That girl is, I mean, Millie is a fine-looking babe. Don't play with it. Honestly, yeah, it feels like maybe she's settled. I'm just saying, if you really think about the fact of, if you really look at them, let's just say it this way. Millie Wa Jesus is a very beautiful woman, and we're happy for their relationship, and we're happy about their lives, and we're happy that they're sharing. But I would like to see her talking about the guys in her DMs, because yeah, I'm fairly certain there are going to be a few,
You have
quite
suffered enough.
a few. Moving on swiftly.